Okay? Crisis-generating behaviors are all those things that people do on a regular basis that make them, again, not do well in life. And I have a crisis-generating tape in just a second. We need to change your stinking thinking, and that means your reality versus a story. Can somebody tell me the difference between reality and a story? Do you know that reality actually has a scientific formula? Time times space equals reality. So if I whip out my gun and I shoot him, the gun takes up time and space, the bullet takes up time and space, I take up time and space, and he takes up time and space. Okay? It's all time and space. 20 minutes later, when the police get here, you tell a story. There you go. And every one of your stories will be different. It's not reality anymore. It's a story. People get stuck in their story, and they tell it again and again and again and again and again and again. And they have no time to live in the present moment. One of the things that DBT does is help them step out of that story and begin living in the present moment. That's what mindfulness is all about. Mindfulness is about being aware. Okay? So we have to be able to change that from happening so people can actually get out of their story and start living their life in the present day. Okay? This is where people get well, in the present day. Affirmations everywhere. I have affirmations on my computer. I tell all my gals, put an affirmation strip, right above the toilet paper kind of thing, where you brush your teeth. You need to be able to see the same affirmation. You need to be able to say it out loud every time you see the affirmation to be able to change. And I don't want to be fat is not an affirmation. I am thin and healthy is an affirmation. Okay? So again, you may be thinking to yourself, I don't want to be fat. But what you need to be saying to yourself is, I am lean and mean and whatever. Whatever floats your boat. And I tell people, you will figure out the affirmation that actually rings clear with you. It's actually a gut kind of feeling where it feels good. And you can actually grab a hold of it. So again, if you're struggling with your weight, for example, and you say, I'm thin and wonderful, and you don't feel thin and wonderful, it's difficult. So again, you have to figure out the wording in your head that actually can lead you to be that, so that it doesn't feel completely like a lie. And you have to actively watch your thoughts. We're the only mammals that we know of on the planet where we can watch our own thoughts. Okay? We can observe our own thinking. Now, this is a really important concept that none of my clients understand, to be able to observe their own thinking. Your brain and your mind is not supposed to be like an unruly 2-year-old in the supermarket, okay? You are supposed to be actively watching your own thoughts. And when you start that negative, ruminating, automatic negative thinking, which Dr. Amen calls ants, automatic negative thinking, you need to be consciously aware of that. You need to be aware of working somewhere and then thinking to yourself, yeah, he's just a fill in the blank. I don't like it when she fill in the blank. You have to be aware of that constant negative thinking, and then you can make a choice to think differently. But until you become an observer of your own thoughts, there is absolutely no way for you to make a choice.